What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Counter Eclipse show. It's myself, DBL Edge, and I know you're happy to see myself. I have to give a news flash. Unfortunately, Slickums will not be with us this week again due to the fact that it's come down with the bug that's going around at the moment. So cry for him, Argentina, all we wish. He'll be back soon. There's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Mainly on the fact that I've been having a lot of heated discussions recently with family members and friends alike on the basis that they all have strong opinions, including myself, on the way that certain things are meant to be, how they're meant to live their life, for example, and how other people are meant to live their lives. I believe everyone's a free thinker. They choose to believe what they wish to believe. You can't tell someone to do something and expect them to believe it or to stand behind it if they don't have an inherent belief in it themselves. One of the main things I wanted to talk about was free speech, which links exactly into what I was talking about. So, free speech. The right to talk about what you wish to talk about, for example. So, in a case of racism, right? Talking about how you might think a certain race or culture of people is wrong, or you believe that those hairy so and so's or those certain coloured so and so's are this because they are that colour or that culture. Complete hate speech at the end of the day. I believe in free speech, but I believe you have to have a filter on how you speak. You can't just walk around the place saying what you wish to say and expecting not to offend people, not to upset people. I'm a person with a very thick skin, so it takes a lot to get on my nerves. But at the same time, I have limitations and I control the way that I speak to people. There's the recent thing in the news with the Japanese whale culling that has taken place. Two friends of myself, they've had a fallout because of the fact that one believes that, it's wrong to cull whales for any reason at the end of the day. And another one believes that these people that are doing it, the whole of their nation, Japan, in this particular example, are a bunch of hairy evil bastards. However, right, to me personally, I think it's unfair to say that a whole race is a certain way or a whole race is a certain creed just because one small minority of that group has done something wrong at the end of the day. Talking about immigration as well, immigration is a very key feature in British culture. Again, another argument was the fact that one person was to say immigration's wrong, immigrants need to go back to their country, they're stealing all our jobs and all sorts. But what people seem to forget is that if we didn't have immigration, that there would be a massive hole in the economy. Markets would collapse because obviously, other countries bring money into the country. They exercise and they encourage the economy to grow at the end of the day. So a lot of people that are accepting, jobs for less than minimum wage, that are filling the employment gap. We need to be thankful for them because they're doing a lot for our economy and they're keeping the finance going in our country. Sexuality has been a massive thing as well recently, especially in Uganda. There was a minister that's been caught on camera pretty much openly over the fact of his massive hatred for homosexuals and the fact, that they're doing all sorts, especially as he highlighted as well, in the privacy of their own homes, they're doing all sorts of sexual acts. Again, that is entirely up to them to do so. And what he failed to mention is that other heterosexual relationship people that aren't even in relationships, and people in the porn industry highly promote that kind of behaviour as well. They do it themselves. So, we don't know what that minister does. Just because he claims he's a minister, it doesn't mean he's God-given, and it doesn't mean that he's completely free of sin at the end of the day. But a lot of what he was saying was fueled with hatred towards gay people, and a lot of people obviously would take offence to that. A lot of people were upset by that speech. A very viral topic and something that touches a lot of people's hearts. What you need to remember as well is just we live in a society now where a lot of the world is very slowly but surely starting to accept the gay culture and accepting the gay sexuality as something of nature and not of choice. So I think people need to open their eyes and understand that a lot of people that you walk down the road and see will probably be gay. You will never even know it. But it's something you have to understand and you have to accept as a part of your culture and a part of your society. If you can't accept that basic thing, I don't know what advice to give to you. You just have to take it on board. Classism as well, something I need to definitely talk about. It's basically the system that divides us economically and you know, in the sense that, you know, people from the upper echelon of richness versus the lower echelon of poorness, basically, you know, segregating themselves from one another due to the fact that some people may be able to afford a flashy lifestyle and others may not be able to afford that luxury at the end of the day. It's a typical Towie versus Made in Chelsea. You know, you've got your supposed rich people in the Towie lot, but seem to be lacking a lot of intelligence. But then in the Made in Chelsea lot, yes, they lack intelligence, seemingly, but at the same time, they have a lot of wealth on a higher level, supposedly. And then you've got, obviously, you know, people that believe or live strongly behind the chav culture, and there's people that stand highly behind an educated culture. Neither's wrong nor right, just depending on what your beliefs are. But as long as your beliefs don't spill over and affect or damage other people in the process, then there shouldn't be any harm with us all, you know, coinciding with one another. I mean, personally, take it as you wish, but I hope you can obviously take this on board, what I'm saying today. Give me your feedback, give me your comments, and let me know what you feel about what I've discussed today. If there's something that touches your nerves, that you wish to talk about yourselves, or you wish me to discuss in further videos, myself and Counter Eclipse included, please let me know. As usual, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Follow. You know, twitter.com/Counter Eclipse, facebook.com/Counter Eclipse. Listen to our music on soundcloud.com/Counter Eclipse and reverbnation.com/Counter Eclipse. You've been very patient, you've listened to a wonderful video, and you've watched and appreciated, so I thank you.
No, impossible.